Welcome to our first live of 2022. How about that, Neil?
That all last year, didn't go?
We did. Tonight we've got Paranormal Ale, The 9 Lives of Orange, Paranormal Roundup, Tales from the Crypts, Dead Ed, our spirit guide might go popping in, and we're going head first into John Carpenter's The Thing. So, strap yourselves in, arms and legs in the car, because we're on for a bumpy, bloody ride. Neil, just say, hit it. Hit it. Welcome, one and all. Listen, before we start, please, anybody who is watching, can you please share this live, if you don't mind? If you do that, you'll do for me. I can tell you bloody that. And thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us now. And thanks for watching later. We've got loads to get through. So bear with us. Any comments, we'll try and answer them as well, because we've got loads of questions already sent to us. I don't know who they're for, and I don't know what the question is. So we're going to read them out. Neil, we like to start the show every week with a classic song. As you just heard, that was Sabotage by the Beastie Boys, Neil.
I love the Beastie Boys, mate.
I still love the Beastie Boys.
They're fantastic.
Because we know the majority of the music these days is absolute bloody tosh. Get rid.
Get rid, yeah. John.
What?
You know what I'm going to say?
I don't know what you're going to say, Neil.
You know what I'm going to say?
I don't know what
the majority of music these days.
The majority of the music. Neil, that came out in 1994, and it was ranked in Rolling Stone magazine in the top 500 songs of all time. Have a guess whereabouts in that top 500 it came. Go on, have a guess. Which is good, because the amount of songs would have been out. 500 ain't a bad shout.
Well, yeah, to be honest.
Have a guess, one, quickly.
Who, mate? John?
Yeah, you!
It's water dripping on my head. Yeah, man.
That's Dead Ed.
That's
Dead Ed, he's pissing around with you.
Yeah, man.
Go on.
Number 12.
No. 480. 480, it came in the top 500 songs of all time, Neil.
That's shocking.
I know. I've got a little known fact as well. The Beastie Boys opened for Madonna in 1985, the Virgin Tour. Not many people knew that.
Bloody hell.
I know, yeah. She was supposed to tour with Run DMC, but they was charging too much. And the Fat Boys were busy.
Really?
Yeah. You know, that one song in 1985, Bloody Wipeout, you know what I mean?
John, they should have had a collaboration.
Go on then.
The Beastie Fat Boys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they could have done.
Yeah.
But the Beastie Boys stepped in and they'd done the tour for $500 per week.
John, it ain't telling us who people are. It's just saying Facebook user.
It doesn't matter, Neil. We'll just say hello anyway. Because they got a
subtitle. Jesus. We ain't that bad, haven't
we? It's yo yam yams.
Oh. Well, it is really.
So, Neil, we are sponsored now, one by Electro Paranormal, Craig Maloney, and we are now sponsored by Cafe Metro. If you look at the ticker down the bottom, one of the best, probably the best pub, our best pub, our favourite watering hole, and we're now sponsored by them, Neil.
I'll tell you something now, right? If you're giving Cafe Metro fed up, you will come out with a smile on your face.
On your fizzogs.
That's good.
On your bloody fizzogs.
We do, don't we, John?
I always do.
I've got in there in the right mood. I haven't come out laughing my tits off.
Yeah, so Neil, we need to crack on. So it's time for our paranormal ale. Bring it out, kid. What we got?
No, no, what have we got, John?
I don't know. You tell me.
We have got
Sometime today.
Big Blue Birthday 2. And he's from Cafe Metro, believe it or not. The best place going, John.
Yes.
Alpha Delta Brewing. And he says you have to see and drink it to believe it. And it's a blue ale, John. But what the big thing is about it is 8.5%.
Jesus. Gladinora. It sounds fantastic.
Come on. Got the lava lamp. No, it's...
It sounds. It sounds bloody fantastic.
8.5. Yes.
Give us a little rating on the old house scale and tell us what it's like.
That's got a kick.
And a pump. It's got a punch as well.
It's only Bruce Lee got a kick as good as that.
Jesus.
Yeah, that is very kicky. Which is nice, but I think one will do. 8.5, John.
One will do. So we just want to say thank you to Estelle.
Thanks,
and
Estelle.
And Peter. Or was it Paul? Was it Peter?
Paul.
Peter, Paul.
Porter,
yeah. I want to say a big thank you to Porter for sponsoring us and sending us these bloody cracking beers. Have some of that. Neil gives a rating on the old house scale.
4.5 out of 5, John.
You can't get better than that, people.
Can
well, actually, you can. You can get 5 out of 5. I'll get that wrong every time. Do you know what I mean? Let's have a look at some of the comments here. Yam Yams, yeah, that's us. Craig and Randy are here. Thanks a bloody lot. Cheers, lads. And I thought only the Osborns had subtitles. Sharon! Neil, it is time for our paranormal roundup, Neil. Get your glasses on, kid.
Yeah, you got my glasses on.
One of them there, you
pot.
Jesus. See, Big Blue.
Big Blue's kicked in.
Yeah, that's his drag name.
Johnny, it is big and it is blue.
Paranormal roundup time. Orange, what have you been up to?
Especially when he's cold, John.
What have you been up to?
Oh, you don't want to know what I've been up to, John.
Well, I do. That's why I'm asking.
It's been a strange week, John, to be honest. I've had my ups and downs, you know what I mean?
Really? Why?
I went to the Pepsi Max in Blackpool.
So you went on the big one?
Well, I am the big one.
Well, people was riding you, was they?
In my dreams, mate, in my dreams.
Our good friend, Mr. Mark Barner, Dead Cold Paranormal.
Wow.
Let me just show you this. He sent us this in the post, and it came. You know, there you go.
Wow.
Dead Cold Paranormal.
He's got cups. He's got jackets. He's got what else? He's got sauces,
chilies, the lot,
everything,
cakes, pizzas,
dead cold pants.
Dead cold pants, yeah. Unless he's had a curry. Yeah, so his new paranormal video is out after this show on YouTube. Check it out. It's on at 8:30 p.m. and it's called Gripped by Fear. He was on his own in an haunted location.
On his own?
Yeah, yeah.
What bigger stickers with him?
No, I don't think. No, he was on his own, Neil. And something happened what scared the living bejesus out of him. So I'll be looking forward to that at 8:30. I can tell you that. Check it out. YouTube, R5, Dead Cold Paranormal. Neil, what else you been up to, kid?
I've also applied for a new job, John.
Really?
After 6 years, sorry, nearly 7.
Hey, Wayne, he's already got beer all down him.
John, is the roof's leaking in?
Yeah, I believe that one.
Right. I discovered a talent that I never knew I had, John.
What was that then?
I could smell coconut from 100 feet away.
Really?
Yeah. So I've applied for a job as a bounty hunter. Hey.
Yeah. I mentioned this on the show a couple of weeks ago. There's a guy who lives down the road from me and he goes to Morrison's all the time. And he walks around with a bloody crow on his shoulder. Do you know what, Neil? He is raven mad. He is. And this is no joke. This is no joke. He walks around with a crow on his shoulder, Neil.
But you give him the shower and everything. You know
I don't bloody know, Neil. I don't follow him home.
No.
But he wears a red hat as well, Neil. He wears a red hat. So you can imagine he's got a crow on his shoulder, he's got a red hat, there's all bird shit all down his back, what looks like icing. He classes himself as a cronut.
There's a ring to that, John. There's a ring to that.
There is, yeah.
Oh dear. Hold up here.
His phone's dinging.
In the middle of a bloody show,
we're doing a live show and he still hasn't turned his phone off. I apologise.
How you doing, pal? Oh my God, John.
What?
I forgot to say, I've got a surprise for you.
Oh.
I've invited ACDC.
We're doing a show, Neil.
I don't care. I've invited ACDC down here, right, to do an acoustic set for us.
The Australian
Yeah.
rockers.
Oh, no, I'm there, being,
Brian Johnson.
yeah, being in all this, on this show and everything.
Angus Young.
The watchers,
Angus Young.
Yeah. And they're at the drive-through at McDonald's and they want
Bollocks.
to know if we want anything. What do you want, John?
Listen, we're doing a live. Tell him I'll have anything.
John will have anything.
Neil.
And I'll have anything. I'll put it on loudspeaker. So what to say?
Let's see what all this is about. Hey, mate, I was in front of you. You bastard. Anyway, we're going to have a McDonald's. Hello, welcome to McDonald's. I'm Terry. Are you ready to place an order? I'm ready. That's fine. Fire away. First one's the top. Can have a Big Mac and fries and a strawberry milkshake. Okay, anything else? Next order's for orange. 20 nuggets. Cheeseburger with extra pickles. Anything else? That completes my order. What was that, sorry? That completes my order.
Can you believe it?
I can't believe that. That is ridiculous.
I wanted them just to turn up here.
That is ridiculous.
And surprise you, but obviously you have to go to McDonald's that day, you know what I mean?
Let's hope they aren't on a highway to hell, if you know what I mean. We are going to be doing some paralytic activity shorts on YouTube. So our best EVPs, our best noises, knocks, anything weird, little clips are going to be on YouTube from next week. Check them out. They're never going to be a minute long. You know what I mean? So there you go. Check them out. Check them out, kid.
Well,
Our good friend Amy Slaney from Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre is starting up a confession show again. Confessions of a Paranormal Investigator. So anybody watching, please send Amy Slaney some of your stories. You ain't got to be paranormal. It can just be funny. Don't matter. You just want to start the show up again.
I've sent a lot. Oh, I've been on the show, and when she did it last time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Told her every confession I had. So there's no point me going on it. As simple as that.
All week I've been asking some of our friends in the paranormal field and not in the paranormal field to send some questions for me and Orange, and I've put them into a hat, and we're going to draw a couple out right now. We'll do some more through the show. I don't know what the questions are, so this could go absolutely tits up. I don't know.
Can I just put in? I just want to tell you about a sad day as well today, John. My pet parrot Jasper's died. He was obese. He was really overweight.
Well, you could have told me.
You know what I mean. I was gutted. You know what I mean. But at least his weight off his shoulders.
Yeah, it's an Olden.
It ain't an Olden,
but it's a golden. It's a golden.
No.
Anyway, we'vegot some questions. Neil, do you want to pick a question out the hat? Here we go. I've got my old pirate hat here.
John, who's sent these in?
Neil, just open up and have a look. Who sent a question in?
It's
what a surprise!
Oh well, there you go.
We ain't rigged this, people.
No, it's only the boner.
You can't see that, Neil.
Mark
Just
Boner.
read it out. Read it out.
If the poltergeist phenomenon is real, does it come from angry spirits or what's that like?
Or from a suppressed energy
with a person that others think a poltergeist is targeting?
I knew I should have written it in crayon.
John, your writing is terrible.
I'm a signwriter, Neil. How can you say that?
Well, don't have to sign right onto the paper, do you?
Neil, I saw you write. It looked like him from my left foot had done it. Christy Brown. Yes, our poltergeist phenomenon is real. Well, apparently it is. I haven't personally witnessed it myself, but I know a friend, Neil, who thought he had a poltergeist who was a Jenga champion in a past life.
Really?
Yeah, because all the stairs were stacked up really nicely. Tins of beans stacked up, and he thought he was a Jenga champion.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know. Me personally, I think if there is a thing as a poltergeist, it is from something what happened really badly in a house, and he's one angry bastard and just wants to throw shit around. You know what I mean? That's my opinion, anyway.
I mean, I do really.
Neil, that was a great question there off our good friend, Mr. Mark Boner.
And he's just joined us, look. Just joined us.
Pick another one, kid.
Right, what we got? Wayne Smith from Burnwood.
Wayne Smith from Burnwood.
Yeah.
Well, what a surprise.
He wants to know what Orange is like a DIY What does he always spill his beer down? Why does he always spill his beer down his shirt?
There you go. Have some of that.
That's water. It's leaking in.
I can tell you about Neil's DIY. He painted a cupboard in his house, in the kitchen the other day, and it looked like it had been in a nuclear blast. I've never seen nothing like it. It was like Quatermass. It was horrendous.
It was. I turned the lights off and the whole kitchen was glowing. Right, John?
Yeah.
I spray painted fluorescent green. I don't know why, but I did. I don't know.
Poltergeist question. What about if they died outside? Well, if they can throw things around the house, and if they can stack things, and they can open cupboard doors, maybe they can open windows and doors and come inside. You know, you never know. If it's cold, you never know, do you?
Who
knows?
Who knows?
It's a conundrum. Or through the letterbox, yeah. Poltergeist postman.
Poltergeist.
Oh, we got another question now. Thomas Booth, Sir Thomas Booth, I like to call him, from Robots for Eyes podcast. And he wants to know, this is for you, Neil.
Really?
If you could know one truth, like how the universe began, or are ghosts real, or who shot Kennedy, etc., what would it be if you would know the truth? What truth would you like to know?
Oh, what truth would I like to know?
Aye. What does Banksy look like? He knows what Banksy looks like. But he don't know what Banksy looks
I'll
like.
give you points to me.
I mean, me personally, I think that the universe was started from an atom.
An atom?
Yeah, went into a nuke crawled out the water, turned to a monkey, turned to us. Have some of that.
Really?
Oh, don't bloody know, Neil. I'm just spitballing. You know, just go with it.
When are you going to start grabbing, John?
I have no idea. Another question. We'll come back to this. Mr. Richard Russell from Dutch Courage, Neil.
Oh.
Old Tricky Dicky. Do you think the old school of investigating bells, dowsing rods, compasses is better than the new school technology, K2s, REM pods, apps, etc.?
I like all the K2s and that, John. You know I'm a K2 fanatic.
He is, yeah. Old faithful, we call it.
Even me cockatiel's called K2. Right. You got red cheeks and the glow like that in the dark, like, you know. But yeah, I like all the. I ain't not mad on dowsing rods and all that crap, you know, to be honest. I've never really got into it.
I don't mind the K2. I don't mind the REM. I don't mind all. I like a bit of both. I like to mix it up. That's what I like. I like to bloody mix it up. You know what I mean? One last question for this section, Neil, and you can answer this one.
I can answer it.
The ghost box has joined us. Evening.
It's from Mr. Andy Moore from Smethwick Baths.
Good old Andy Moore.
Who'd win in a fight between you and Orange?
From HD Paranormal as well. Medium. Spirit drawer, the lot.
Who'd win, John?
Do you know what, Neil? I've thought about this in the past. He'd win because he's one strong bastard. But I've got a plan. I think I'll just duck and dive, move out the way, duck and dive, move out the way until he's knackered, and then leg it. That's what I'd probably do because he got me in a bear hug once, and it took me 20 years to recover.
He called me a fat bar steward when I was younger, and I took a very offence to it, very offence. So I started strangling him, right, and he went the same colour.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
And my dad had to drag me off him, you know.
I look like Beauregard out of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, which turned to a blueberry.
Violet.
That's the one. That's the one, Neil.
Oh.
Anyway, Neil, that's our first round of questions. So, anyway, Craig says the new technology measures changing one around. It is a great way of measuring. That is nothing else. Thank you, Craig.
He knows his shit.
Neil, I've stirred something.
What's that?
Sorry about this, people. Just going to interrupt the show. Something has happened.
What?
My message has just gone off. I've got another message.
Off who?
I don't know. Yeah, let's have a listen.
Oh, he's here again, ain't he?
Brian Glover from the Slaughtered Lamb.
First time in 2022. I love to have been there, but I'm Manchester with our reckon Slaughtered Lamb. Now Adonis has got me tea on. I'll get to get up on this seats. Anyway, just wanted to wish you all the best and.
Winston's
That's enough, Winston. That's enough. Well, my bloody fed you 3 times, you greedy bastard. Shut up. Anyway, lads, beware that full moon.
Good old Brian Glover from the Slaughtered Lamb.
Tell
Neil.
you what,
He's a good friend of ours now, isn't he?
you know what?
Dead Ed introduced us to him.
You know, sir, he needs to send us some tea, Tetley tea, John.
He does.
He does, because he must sleep in the stuff and bath in it. Because he advertised that for years there.
He did. Neil, we've got a section, haven't we? We've got another section. People who doesn't know about this little section, we're going to bring up right now. We used to do Orange Spills the Truth because he's one of the most unluckiest people on the bloody planet, but also he's one of the most clumsiest people on the planet. If anybody who's met him or knows him, they'll know exactly what I'm on about. So this, for you people, is the 9 Lives of Orange.
I've already done 3, John.
Yeah.
I'm running out. You know, I mean, I ain't that clumsy. And I've died a few.
He's had
nearly
more
died a few times.
near-death experiences than anybody I've ever known. Orange, take it away, kid.
In the 90s, me and my mate Turner from work, we call him Turner because when he goes out, he only drinks hooch. Anyway, we was asked to load a container. I was on the forklift. He goes, "I'll just tie the container to the ramp. The ramp's got to be about 10 foot high, really high, like, so I've got to go up it on the truck. Back to the truck, come back out." He goes, "Right then, all sorted." I've drove up, right, put the stuff on the back of the container. But as I reversed, Dick Splat Turner, he hadn't even really tied it. He must have tied it with a piece of string, John. You know what I mean? 2-ton truck and 10-ton wagon, right?
So as I was looking at me for you,
Just stop it. As I reversed, right, the ramp has come away from the container, and I've just dropped 10 foot on the truck, right? And I'm on the back. The ramp's going up and down like a crocodile's jaw, and I'm here on the forklift and nearly banging my head off the back of the trailer, right? I'm winded, John, by the way.
Okay.
But I'm in shock as well. If I'd have come off, I was stuck under the trailer, right? If I'd have come off that, I'd have been dead, John.
but he's
I'd have
here
been
to tell the tale.
But you know what I did? Like a dickhead. Half an hour later, I got back up on the truck and it's finished the load off. How about that?
It's had the first time he's finished his load off, I can tell you that. Well, as you all know, it's been a while.
I know what, we shouldn't have gone for the job, I'll tell you. Because you know when I went for the job interview, John?
Yeah.
The bloke says, he goes, "Can you drive a forklift?" I went, "Yeah." He goes, "Can you make tea?" Was there a big teapot? Yeah.
So
I'm still there now, 24 years later.
Brian Glover has never been so vocal. That's very true. And my favourite section ever, hilarious Lorian.
Oh, thank you, Lorian. Oh, hilarious, Lorian. Oh.
yeah. He can't really bless him. We started a new section last week, Neil. Do you remember what it was?
John, I've not got a clue. Got more sections than bloody arm bargains.
Well, you know, we're Booze and Booze, and we like to talk about the paranormal and ghost. Well, who in the chat room likes a bloody good ghost story?
We don't know. Do you want to turn the chat off?
well,
Not me.
Everybody likes it. Neil, there's no
Racket.
Fingers McGee. Yeah, so everybody likes a good bloody ghost story, don't they? I've got a ghost story for you. This is a true one as well. Last week's was true.
You'll be in the next ghost story if you slap me like that again.
So this is a true story sent from a friend. He wants to remain anonymous. So Rob, this is your story. This one is called The Glow in the Park. Hit the lights, Neil.
The glow in the park.
The Glow in the Park.
Ooh.
Have some of that. I do this every week and I can't see what I'm about to read. I apologise right now if I balls this right up. Anyway, The Glow in the Park. My good friend who wants to remain anonymous, Rob, thought it was a good idea to walk his dog in the park at 10 p.m. Wacky backy more than likely, you know, getting away from the folks. Let me just set the scene. It was pitch black. There was mist rolling across the fields. Rain trickled down. It was dark, you get the picture. Rob paused for a second as his dog saw something in the distance and started acting really anxious and like running around on the spot, whimpering and stuff. Rob couldn't see anything. There was no one there, so he just carried on walking as you do. But as he was walking, he could hear like twigs snapping behind him and stuff like that. And then he started hearing footsteps and what have you. So the dog wasn't the only one who was anxious at this time. Rob, on the wacky backy, was also anxious. So he started to do a little jog, which is all right for Rob because he ain't that fit. He come to a row of trees. As he went past the first tree, then past the second tree, then past the third tree. All of a sudden, he heard a dog bark, but he looked down at his own dog. His dog looked at him. The bark didn't come from his dog, so he thought there was someone else in the park with a dog. Looked round, there was no one there at all. And as he looked at back behind him, the first tree passed, he saw someone peek behind the tree like a shadow figure. He went, what the hell's going on here? So he picked up the pace a little bit. Then he could hear footsteps getting closer and closer and closer in the dark. He looked round again, saw no one again. All of a sudden, a figure peeped from behind the other tree. Now his dog, started to panic and started to kind of pull away from him like, hey, hold up, Shep. I don't know if his dog was Shep or, hold up, Shep. And as he looked down past the last tree, the figure again peeked from behind the other tree, but he didn't see the shape move or hear it move. It just went from tree to tree to tree. He just got so panicky that he just, sorry about my language and my little French. This is his words, not mine. He went, fuck off, leave me alone. As he said that, the thing from beyond the tree turned into like a fluorescent glow and glided across the field, leaving a misty haze behind it, and went over to the bushes and vanished. Now, Rob, in a fit of paranoia, got the dog and legged it home, went to bed under the covers, shitting himself, woke up the next morning, told his mum, and his mum goes, you're joking. He goes, I'm not. She goes, I've heard exactly what you said 20 years ago. Someone told me that story 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And she also said a homeless man died in that park, and when they'd done the autopsy, they found the remains of a dog in his belly.
What?
And Rob says what he saw was like a ghost from Scooby-Doo gliding across the field. And that, my friends, is a true story. That was Tales from the Crisps. And do you know what I forgot? I'll put the lights on, Neil.
What, John?
I've got the confession right here. Tales from the Crisps.
Oh, I'll get you.
Do you get it now?
Yeah, I'll get it, yeah.
But that's a true story, sent to me from a friend.
Was that Plague Park?
I can't divulge that information, Neil.
So
I'm sorry.
They found remains of a dog inside him.
Yes.
So he ate the dog.
Oh, yeah? How did the dog got inside him?
You know something? I don't rather do it in China, John. One mate went to China and he ate the dog, like, and when he ate the dog, he looked at his place and looked at the bone. He thought the dog would have loved them.
Now, let's quickly get some of these comments up. I really appreciate the interaction, people. I really appreciate the action.
Was it a squirrel?
I know someone called Squirrel.
I know where we been.
Yeah. Nick Stepani, dogging. He might have been. Dogging and getting with a dog.
Oh, yeah.
Was it a Peaky Blinder? These jokes are better than yours, Neil. Neil's face. Neil's face. Rob's dogging Rob. Wow. Was it Mr. Burns from the Simpsons episode? Brilliant answer. So we're gonna move on because time's just ticking away.
Hot dog.
Ticking away. We've got some more questions, Neil.
Okay.
Sent in from our paranormal friends. Coming straight away from
Where?
a Pyrosat, you know. I love to have a nice parlay, me.
Yeah.
What we got?
Steve Richards from the old Ouija Brothers, John.
From the Ouija Brothers,
Oh.
good old Steve Richards. What's he saying, Neil?
What's your thoughts on the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix? Sorry.
Right, I swear to God, I've been talking about this for the last 3 weeks since I watched it. Anybody who's watched the Texas Chainsaw franchise, the first one was mind blowing. It was it broke all the barriers. It was bloody fantastic. Second one, shit. Third one, shit. The remake in the late 90s was bloody good. Anything else after that was okay. Netflix have bought out a new one, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is like 20, 30 years from the original. Unbelievable. Biggest bag of shit I've ever. It's an embarrassment on Netflix, and it's an embarrassment to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Bloody Leatherface looks exactly the same, even though he's about 80. He lives in a bloody orphanage, Neil.
Are you on about
Yeah.
Leatherface? Have you read that?
Sure. Now, Leatherface is a serial killer. Now, the cops, the police, should be that bad at their job how they can't find someone with a leather face, well, someone else's face, fat, chainsaw, don't know where he is, just vanished off the bloody face of the earth. He's in an orphanage. How do you guess where his chainsaw is? He's put it behind the wall. He's put it behind the wall, yeah.
You might have a little set of them, John.
He might do, yeah, you never know. I'm just going to quickly ramble on about this for one more second, maybe 10. And it's a bag of shit. Now, just like films these days, Ghostbusters brought back the old cast, which is all right by me. Jurassic Park are bringing back the old cast, which is all right by me.
What the
Halloween brought back Jamie Lee Curtis. But they're all doing it. Now, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original woman who survived the first film, comes back. It's about 90. She's coming back to kill our Leatherface. She don't succeed. He guts her, even though he's 80 himself with his walking stick. Done, dead, forget it. The film is a bag of shit. Bin it. That's all I got to say about that.
So you've seen it then?
Yeah, no,
Like
I ain't
just
seen it
rambling
now.
on?
I ain't seen it now.
Jesus Christ, I don't want to watch it now.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's bloody crap. As for that, I'm eating the... Cheers, Steve. Great question.
I don't know where that's been, John.
I do.
It was raining when I bought that in here.
Got another question.
You don't know where I'll put that, John.
Oh, we got a question from our good mucker, Lorian Jones, Neil.
Whoa!
Halo Sawns and the Ghost Voice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Lorian, fantastic.
If you could have one definitive paranormal experience and never have another for the rest of your life, what would it be? Ghost, aliens, Nessie, etc. Neil, far away.
John, no question for me. Aliens.
Aliens.
You know something, right? I'd love to look out the window and there's a spaceship hovering above the house.
Yeah, but there might not be an alien in it, Neil. You know.
John, just let me talk. Right. And they come and get me, and I'm all glary-eyed like this. They come in peace and all that crap, right? And I'd love to drag me onto the spaceship, you know what I mean? There's got to be a few of them.
Probe him.
That's all right.
Straight in the Vaseline.
Yeah. Doing in the spaceship, give me a good probing, you know what I mean, John?
It's been a while.
Good probing.
Amsterdam Airport all over again.
Right.
Minus cap.
No, nothing happened to me. You know what I mean? I don't, might as well have a bit of a sore cacker, but that's about it, right? And then put me back in bed, and everyone's a winner. And then it's sort of experienced it then now. Besides that,
I would like to see Bigfoot. I would, Neil. I'd love to see bloody Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Because no one believes in him, but he believes in himself. Do you know what I mean? Bigfoot is hide and seek champion of 2022.
Yeah. Right.
And he's great at self-isolation. He always keeps 2 meters. All right.
Yeah, my mate was in a plane. He was Bigfoot.
Was it?
Yeah. And then he stopped doing it after being somebody else filled in for him. I said, so you got big shoes to fill.
Got another question, kid. Got another question. Could this be? What we got here? Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one, people.
Stop touching my leg. We're from Alan Wallman, Treescapers. Oh,
Alan Warman,
The
our good
legends.
friend from up by Colville Way, who prints all our t-shirts. Check them out there. And he's here.
if there was one experience that you've had, convinced that your paranormal exists, what was it and where was it? Paranormal exists, John.
Where was your experience where you think paranormal exists, Neil?
Well, there's a couple, like, you know what I mean, John? I can't explain the crying house. When
No,
we
me
went
neither.
with Lorien and Kay and
The Estes
Craig
method and all that.
And I can't explain Lily Shore Abbey either.
No, I can't explain.
And I can't explain the Falstaff either, John. It's just an atmosphere in the room. I've never seen a ghost, you know what I mean?
No.
I've never seen a witness to ghosts, but I've been in
Well,
a
you don't
room.
think you have, Neil?
John, I've been in a room, man, and I know that there's something there, and we've had the equipment to prove it, and we've got it on video. If you watch our video, Lily Shore Abbey and all that, you know what I mean? You'll see.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm still quite sceptical. I'm like a crow. I sit on the fence quite regular, and I've witnessed weird things that I can't explain, but I haven't. Still not convinced. Paranormal kind of ghosts and all that spectres. It's who does. In my opinion, it's more than likely a recording. It could be anything, things from the past, bloody multiverses and dimensions. I don't know, but that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
That is what I love about it.
John, Lorien has put, I've seen Bigfoot's toenail. That's one big toenail, that is. I'd love to have,
It's a back scratcher.
I'd love to have Bigfoot's toenail for when I ain't got a coin for my scratch cards.
Because he does have a full pack of them.
Oh, yeah.
We got a question, Neil, from the mad cat herself, Amy Slaney from Haunted Antiques
Good
Paranormal Research Centre. And this is for you, Neil. What's the funniest thing has Orange done on a paranormal investigation? Now, I'm going to field this question because I was there and I witnessed it.
Did you?
It was at Lily Shore Abbey. It was December. It was cold. Neil had COVID before COVID was even a thing.
I invented COVID.
He was so ill. He was coughing that often. He was like John Coffey from the Green Mile. Hey, boss. Got into that cornbread? Do an EVP with Neil. Forget it. You know, is there anybody there? You play it back, all you can hear is Darth Vader in the back. So we're in this part of the Abbey, quiet as a mouse. For a change, he wasn't making a noise. Luke was silent. I was silent. Blaster was silent. Done an EVP recording. Perfect. All of a sudden, Dick Splat's phone goes off playing rave music. He forgot to turn his phone off.
John, I bet the spirits were dancing.
He got his white gloves on. He got his Vicks out. He got his glow sticks out. Like, he had it all prepared. Do you know what? People have got Yvette Fielding. People have got Zach Baggins. People have got them people. We've got Orange.
And would you change it?
No, of course I wouldn't. Of course I wouldn't.
There you go.
Got one last question now.
Yeah.
Then we'll move on. Barry Frankish. Mr. Barry Sir Barry Frankish, as we like to call him, from BRF Paranormal and the Restless Realm. His book now. This is to you, Orange, again. Out of all the age groups, which do you believe is more accepting of the paranormal? Bloody good question.
Oh, God. I reckon the older generation, John.
Yeah.
They are more wiser to it.
Mhm.
They are more experienced. They are more mature. But I ain't gonna knock the younger people either. You know what I mean?
So, what's your thoughts on like kids who've got imaginary friends and stuff like that, and say so and so is banging on the window or is in the bedroom and there's a man at the door? You know, what I mean? We don't know.
I believe kids have got a sixth sense, John.
Yeah.
Not all of them, you know, obviously, you know what I mean? But Corey used to be the same when he was younger. You know what I mean? I see dead people.
That's my Harry Kane impression.
He waits in the mortuary, what do you expect? Yeah, John, I don't think they've got a sixth sense. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, we got a question, Neil, from Kay Maloney from Lifting the Veil. Have you ever been so scared on an investigation that you sharted or drawed mud or shat yourself or your pants or whatever? Yes, he has. Yeah. Now, he didn't shit himself and he didn't shart, but he looked whiter than he does now. We was in Cannock Chase. Our first ever investigation. We was absolutely shit. I forgot a torch. All I took was some night vision binoculars. I don't know what I was going to put. They didn't film it to nothing.
We just took a bit lousy.
We just went for the crack, you know what I mean? A couple of bears went into the woods in the pitch black. Luke's looked through the goggles and he's gone, there's something peeking through the bushes over
It's
there.
that bloke again.
It's that bloke again, isn't it? Yeah? The peaky blinder. And then, as he looked, he goes, there's two eyes peeking right in the distance. It was pitch black. Night vision goggles picked it up perfectly. Let me have a look. Orange.
Like I say from Jurassic Park.
Yeah. What the effing hell is that? Tell him what it was, Neil.
It was the biggest deer I've ever seen in my life, John. I swear to God. I thought it was a prehistoric animal. I swear to God, it was that big. Big, it had big anklers, smoke coming out of his nose, and he was just there scrubbing his foot on the floor looking at me.
He was just about to charge, which is lucky because he only had 50 pence on him.
You know something, John? I've been to loads of places and nothing's ever bothered me. But when you're dealing with the natural outdoors, there's something about it, you know what I mean? Because anything could go wrong. What are you doing, John?
Mark's asked me what I'm drinking.
And I was scared because I couldn't see nothing. This deer was going to charge at me. And then, hook on my belt and take me through the woods, you know what I mean, John?
Yeah.
That was strong deer, like, you know what I mean? But I was having palpitations. I was having palpitations.
I had a vision that this deer was going to charge at Neil. His antlers were going to stuck on his belt, and Neil was just boxing around, canic chase.
But I like it because
He was petrified. We went after that because he was that scared.
if I see a dog in the street, right, I'll walk around the block. I will, John, because if he's going to attack anybody, he'll attack me.
Yeah.
And so I'm like that, you know what I mean? Even though I love dogs, favourite animal ever. I just got to be scared, you know what I mean? Paranoid, like.
Yeah.
Because we had no torches, did we, this blast?
So we've got one last question, then we'll move on. Right, what we got here? Oh, the beautiful Kate Sherrill from Burials and Beyond, Neil. Burials and Beyond. What is the most underwhelming or mundane haunted object you have ever heard of?
Haunted dog.
What is the most ridiculous haunted object you've heard of?
What, like something stupid?
Well, something stupid, yeah.
I don't know, what was that one you said? She had the haunted arm. What was that, remember?
Oh, yeah, the haunted arm,
The
yeah.
haunted arm.
Yeah.
I don't know how to answer that one. What's yours, John?
Well, what the bloody hell's that noise? Well, I heard a story that a woman used to work at Greg's, and she was so freaked out by a sausage roll that it kept moving on its own. And now, Neil, and then she decided that she was going to be a demonologist. Yeah. And so the weirdest thing I've ever heard is that she thought the sausage roll was haunted.
Really?
I ain't making this up, Neil.
Would it just eat it? It's out the way, then, ain't
She thought it was a demon. So a demon
Whatever.
sausage roll. Yeah.
That's
okay.
just stupid.
Well, you go on eBay. You can go on eBay and they're selling dolls, porcelain, statues of dogs. I don't know, pens, earbuds, and people are saying they're haunted. Money, just ridiculous. Absolutely bloody ridiculous.
I don't know. I just don't know how to answer that one.
Don't know, Neil. But we need to move on, kiddo, before we get on to some more questions. My favourite part of the show is this one. Flip the screen. Now, everybody knows I'm a massive horror fan. Love my horror films. And tonight we are going headfirst into John Carpenter's The Thing. You gotta be fucking kidding. If anybody's watched the film, you know exactly what I'm right about. It was released in 1982. In a nutshell, Kurt Russell and his research team find an alien now. And it's starting to hunt them down. If that wasn't bad enough, they realise that this creature can take the form of its victims. Cracking film. So that was in a nutshell. I've got 5 facts on The Thing right now. Fact number 1, it was a flop with audiences.
Was it?
Yeah. And it was all E.T.'s fault.
It was a flop with audiences.
It was a flop with audiences, and it was all E.T.'s fault. It opened 2 weeks after E.T. Now, people loved E.T. because it was a nice, friendly alien.
Yeah.
And the last thing they wanted to see was an alien what actually obliterated people. So they were, oh, we don't want that, we want E.T. And so it flopped because they didn't want to watch it because of E.T. Fact number 2. Kurt Russell nearly killed himself with a stick of dynamite. There's a scene where he lights a stick of dynamite and he's about to throw it, but it goes off and blows him back.
Really?
And they kept it in the film.
Well, they used real dynamite.
Well, I don't think it was real, but it still exploded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fact number 3. It featured an all-male cast, which is strange. It never happened these days. Apart from the computer that Kurt Russell was using, had a female voice, and there's a blow-up doll, but they cut that out.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea now. I have no idea. Fact number 4. There's a scene where this Dr. Copper Cooper, he's got with the defibrillators and he's going down on the stomach.
What?
The defibrillators, and the stomach opens and bites his arms off. And he gets up and both his arms are gone. Well, they used a double amputee for that scene.
Really?
Yeah, so he was an actor who had no arms, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty good actor.
Mm-hmm.
And fact number 5, the critics hated the film. And this is one review. The thing is foolish, it's depressing, it's overproduced, and it's a bath bag of a movie that mixes horror with sci-fi, and it's either one thing or the other. The Thing is the quintessential moron movie of the 80s. That's what he said. No need for that, because it took 19.6 million and it was reappraised as one of the best science fiction and horror films ever made, with a cult following, spawned board games, video games, and a prequel in 2011. Up yours, Vincent Canby. Have some of that.
John, has this bloke who's written that review ever seen Batteries Not Included?
I don't think he has. Neil. Oh, God, I don't know where I'm going to go with this one.
What's that one?
I don't even know how long we've done. Let's have a look. 46 minutes now? Bloody hell, that was a surprise.
Really?
Yeah, I covered over the time because I didn't want to know the time, basically. So we just went for it. Now, last year, if anybody used to watch our show last year, we bought an album out, and you could buy it in Sundown Records in Warsaw. It was called, now that's what I call Paralytic Activities, which was all paranormal themed songs. Well, guess what? We've got a new album coming out. Also, you can get it in Sundown Records. It's an original title. It's now that's what I call Paralytic Activities 2.
It's original.
It's original. And we started the chart 2 weeks ago. So anyway, straight in at number 10, Neil. It was Depeche Mode. I just can't get enough. How did it go, Neil?
When I'm with you, baby, I hit right out your head.
I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. That was from Silence of the Lambs by Hannibal Lecter.
Silence of the Lamb Chops, John.
Silence of the Lamb Chops. Number 9 in the charts last week was a Devil Woman by the priest Damien Karras from The Exorcist. And it goes something like this. If I can remember. I'm just a devil woman, spitting pea soup on the blinds. I'm just a devil woman, she can see you from behind. But guess what, Neil? We've got a new entry.
Oh, don't bother.
We've got a new entry at number 8. Just straight in there. It's going to be there for 2 weeks. I can guarantee it. It's called Michael Myers Is Watching Me by Rockwell and Laurie Strode from the movie Halloween, Neil.
Oh, yeah.
From the movie Halloween. Am I taking this one?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. He's a psycho man with a psycho life. He kills from 9 to 5. I'm going to pay the price. All I want to do is be left alone in my suburban home. But why do I always feel I'm pissing on the throne?
It always feels like Michael Myers is watching me.
Yeah, I really need to pee. Woohoo. I always feel like
Michael
Michael Myers is watching me. Oh dear, here comes the stream. Straight in at number 8. In the shop, Sundown Records, from tomorrow, Neil, I
Is
think.
it tomorrow?
Yeah,
You can
from-
buy it on 12-inch. You can buy it on 7-inch. Or you can just not buy it all.
yeah. Oh, don't bother all. It's totally up to you. Let's have a look at some of these.
The Ghost book, John, look.
The Ghost do.
The Ghost book, my favourite. Oh my God, my favourite memories of Derby Hotel.
Right, here we go. Where did you get to? Drawn Mud. Never heard that, Mr. Boner.
Really?
And Mark's drinking the Gentleman Jack. Good man. Jason 40s. I enjoyed Can of Chase and the German War set. Yeah, we do too. I saw her on the telly too. I don't know. All night, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. It's got to be a dildo. It gives you the willies.
I don't know about my Facebook.
I think it should be on Babe Station, not on this one. That was on my TV on this morning. She got on there instead of me. I know who that is. That's the great Kay Maloney.
I was born then.
Oh my God, my favourite memories of Derby Hotel. I'm chucking flowers. Well, Morris is in the chat, Neil. Morris is in the chat. And Britain's Got Talent beckons boys.
Jason Boys in Britain's Got Talent beckons boys.
Neil, we've got 10 minutes left, so we're going to finish off these last few questions.
Oh,
Let's have a look at who this one's from. This is from Mr. Keith Simpson from Paracom, Neil.
oh, what a great blog.
Paracom, you can read that one out.
Tell you what, I love Paracon. You know.
Yeah, good bunch out there, good group.
Texas
Pete, Keith Simpson, and the boys and girls.
I would like to know what apps you use, if any. What's the best EVP you have captured?
Ooh.
We know EVP. I'm on an EVP, was it, John?
Well, it's still classed as kind of an EVP, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the only one we use is the Necrophonic.
Yeah.
Even though apps, give or take, but everything's an experiment at the end of the day.
It is, yeah.
But we've had some good things come through it. Now, does your phone record your voice? I don't know. Does it find things about you? I don't bloody know. Is it a bank of words, what you've already used, and it's recorded? I don't bloody know. But on our last investigation at Woodchester Mansion, before I'd even say anything, I said, who do you want to speak to? And clearly it says Luke and Neil. Go and watch the video.
It's on the video.
There. Yeah.
And when you see things like that, you're like, how can that be?
I don't know. Well, like I say, it's an app. It's a phone. Your phone can track you anywhere and all that. I don't bloody know. But it's still good to use as a last resort, in my opinion. But the only one we really use now is the Necrophonic.
Necrophonic, yeah.
We was at Graceview Priory and we was being hounded by this guy over the road who was flashing his lights at us. He could have been a psychopath.
John, it was Christine.
It's Christine, yeah. He was flashing his lights for about 20 minutes. So me, Luke, and him was getting a bit nervous because we heard dogs barking as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we got put the net because we'll do this, then we'll film it, and then we'll do one. We'll go through the woods and we'll go on. And I'm talking to the Necrophonic. Go and check it out, Graceview Priory on YouTube. I think it's about 12 minutes in. And I say, should we be here right now? And straight away on the Necrophonic, you can hear, no, John. And Luke goes, that said no, John. And we slowed it down and it says, no, John. So wrap up and off we went.
Yeah.
Done a Bohemian Rhapsody done Bohemian Rhapsody in the trees, got in the car. As we got in the car, these two guys walked past with loads of dogs down there barking. Yeah. God knows what was going on. Was it them guys flashing lights? I don't know, but the Necrophonic says, no, we shouldn't be there, so we done one. Yeah. So, don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Neil, question?
Right, who we got? Russell Bevin.
Russell Bevin, my brother-in-law from Wednesbury Paranormal.
What a bloke. What do you think is the meaning of life? In the words of Monty Python, life's a piece of shit when you look at it.
That's a bit deep, eh?
It's a good question, though.
It's a very good question. What's the meaning of life, Neil?
I don't know.
What's the meaning of life?
I don't know. What do you
I don't know. I just wake up every morning, try and enjoy the day, go to bed and do the same over and over again. I don't know. What's the meaning of life?
At the end of the day, you're born, you've got no teeth, you've got no hair. You get older, you've got no teeth, you've got no hair. You're born, you shit your pants. You get older, you shit your pants. It's the same thing. It's like a reverse. In the middle, you're fine, and then at the end, you start shitting your pants, losing your teeth. Then all your hair grows outwards instead of out your ears and out your nose.
And if you want any more deep answers, go on to Neil's other channel, The Mysteries of the World. We got one last question, Neil.
John, this is leaking in. This is all on my head. I feel like I'm being christened.
It's Deadhead, Neil. Deadhead, stop playing up. Who we got here? Oh, Craig Maloney from Electro Paranormal and Lifting the Veil. Says, John, if you could rewrite the ending to any horror movie, which one would it be and why?
Bloody hell.
There's only one what springs to mind straight away. Has anybody watched Stephen King's The Mist?
I missed it, John.
The Mist is a nice suburban town. This hole opens up somewhere in the trees where an army base, and all these creatures come through in the mist. So the mist comes out and it's full of all these massive creatures, and they're just popping people off one by one, one by one, one by one. And the film goes on, and the main guy, and his son, and his mom or his wife, and two old people are in a car. There's no escape. There's just creatures everywhere, just ripping people to shreds and that. There's only 3 bullets in his gun. What's he going to do? The car's surrounded by mist. He can hear the creatures getting close to the car. So he panics. He don't want any of his family to be ripped to shreds. So he turns around, he kills his son, he kills his wife, and he kills the other people. And then he goes to blow his own brains out, but he's used all the bullets. So he's there screaming in the car. All of a sudden, the mist vanishes. And the noise he heard was army trucks coming through the mist, and they'd killed all the monsters. And he just killed his family. End of film.
Well, what kind of ending is that, John?
It's a shocker, Neil. That's what it is. It's a shocker. I would change it. I would change that ending because I was there going, oh my God, imagine if that was you. You just killed your whole family. And it wasn't the monsters who was coming to get you. It was the army who just killed all the bloody monsters 5 minutes ago.
The meaning of life should be friendship. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
And where are you in Philip Schofield broom cupboard?
Yeah, I've got to...
I tell you what, if you're a bloke been in Philip Schofield broom cupboard,
yeah. Why do you think he had his hand up a puppet all then?
I tell you.
You know what I mean? Unbelievable. Anyway, that's nearly the end of the show. I want to thank everybody who's watched, everybody who's commented, everybody who enjoyed it and had a good laugh, and anybody who's going to watch it later. You will do for us. I can tell you, bloody that.
You don't have to appreciate it, you know that, John.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I put a lot of work into this, though, John.
Yeah. Show me script, Neil. Neil, script people.
I've done all this today.
What's it written on a piece of toast?
You know, I work hard on it, John.
So I just want to say thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Because like I say, even though it's paranormal, we like to put a laugh on people's faces.
That's all we want to do.
You know what I mean?
I mean, there's that much crap out there like that. What's going on in the world and all that. Just want to put a smile on somebody's face and just forget about all your crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because laughter is the best medicine, people.
It is. You know what I mean? That's what we try to do.
And maybe a couple of ales, 8.5%, that helps as well.
If you like it out, you like your paranormal, you like your horror, you like a good laugh, and you like
Or
us.
a laugh.
Or a laugh, you know what I mean? And come and watch us, like, you know, we'll try and put a smile on your face, dogs. There you go. Well, face, this dogs.
So, Neil, have you got any alcohol left?
I have, yeah. I've got this blue stuff, John. Tell you what, strong, man.
So, like I say, I just want to say thank you. Now,
bless you.
Like we say every week, or every 2 weeks, if you are out investigating this weekend and you don't get any spirits, just do what we do. Drink them instead.
Bonjour. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
We'll see you lot in 2 weeks, where hopefully we'll have a cracking guest.
Yeah. You can do live, John, in 2 weeks.
I don't know. Neil, I can't see into the future.
Whatever.
I try, but I can't.
Septic peg here.
Cheers, Nick. You'll do for us.
Yeah, bless you, Nick.
Don't nick our jokes. See you in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching.